Hey guys! You know, I just recently realized that I've not given you an update on my back injury and my goal to return back to work in over 2 months now. So that's what this video is all about. I want to give you an update where I'm at now over 2 months later. Now, if you remember from my last video, back in October, that I was waiting on a physician's note to be made out to me to allow me to go back to work and to specify what type of limitations I'll have that I'll have to adhere to. Now, as of today, I'm actually back to work. I went back to work October 30th, which means we're looking at about a month and a half since I started my shift at work. Now, at that time, my limitations were the following. Max weight was 15 pounds. Sitting and or breaks was around every 2 to 3 hours. There was a limitation of repetitive bending over, crouching, and reaching. Walking was limited to about 2 to 2.5 hours, with short breaks in between just to basically change my position, with daily hours of being 4-hour shifts for a total of 2 to 3 days a week. I was doing 4-hour days 3 days a week. Now, after recently talking to my physiotherapist, he's allowed me to progress to the following. Now, the limitations themselves are basically the same. However, the days per week and the daily hours has changed. He's allowed for me to go to possibly 5 hours a day instead of 4, and instead of 2 to 3 days a week, a full 5 days a week. Now, as far as the pain, I still do have pain. It's like a dull pain that I feel. Mostly comes when I'm standing in one place. If I walk around, it starts to kind of relieve it a bit, but I do have to watch out for like the lifting and the reaching and the crouching. But I'm really glad to say that it's getting better. So each month, we're going to reassess my progress with the goal that by early next year to hopefully be able to get back to work full time. Now, my plan is for early next year, I want to be able to go to one last MRI to see exactly where I'm at, which actually would be 7 months from my last MRI. Now, if you remember from my last video, back in March, when I had the CT and the X-ray, it showed that I had 3 herniated discs. Then, 5 months later, in August, I got the first MRI, which showed that no longer having 3 herniated discs, I have 1 that's now healed, and I have 2 that have turned into disc bulges, which means they're making their way back in. So my thought is that 7 months later, which would be around March of 2024, if I get a second MRI, I'm really hoping that those 2 discs, maybe 1 or both, might have been even healed more. But of course, guys, I will make sure that I let you guys know. So I want to end this by saying thank you all for joining me on this, well, scary, eye-opening journey with me, and help me wish for the best to get back to how things used to be back at work, hopefully for early next year. All right, guys, with that said, just to let you know that the next video is likely going to be not related to this, but something to do with Camaros. I have a bunch of review videos and install videos I'm actually working on in the background, so most likely that'll be the next one. So if you haven't liked, comment, and subscribed, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you type "I subscribed" in the comments below so I can comment on each one of your posts. All right, guys, thanks again, and I'll see you on the next video.